Alright, so now it's time to put on the exhaust. So here I have the bracket that it came with. Also this clip. This clip's kind of tough to put on. You just get some pliers that opens wide enough to squeeze this on. Alright, you're gonna reuse your one of the old mounting bolts here for the stock exhaust. So we use that, but the washer is not, this is the original washer right here on top. This is the new washer, so it's a little bit smaller. So that's what you're gonna use. Slip it through. You see here, there's a little bit of a gap here. So once you screw this on, this will just bend. So that's just how it is. So you see that this bracket here has a little spacer in here. That spacer goes into the hole. Let me change my angle here so you guys see that better. So that spacer goes into the hole right there, and that's what keeps it from basically moving. Once the bolt goes on top, nothing goes on the bottom hole, and so it doesn't move that way. If the spacer wasn't there, just put this on. It's just here. It could potentially, pivot, right? It could swing. So that's what that's there for. Okay. Go back to this. Alright, let's get this together. So again, original bolt with the new washer. Slide it through. Slip the little spacer part in there so now it doesn't move. Right. Comes with a little lock nut right here, nylon lock nut. I'm going to use a little bit of Loctite on this because I've had lock nuts slide out on me before. So actually let me Loctite the bolt. I'm going to use blue Loctite. Because you don't really need much. Just a drop or two should be plenty. Alright, that's in there. It's in here, slip it in. Alright, so now the nylon lock nut. So this is a 13 millimeter. So you find that's very common with Italian made things. Italians like to use a 13 millimeter because 13 millimeter is actually very close to a half inch. So sometimes some people will actually interchange those two, even though there is a little bit of a difference between those two. So I'm just going to tighten this down where it is. Actually, I'm going to tighten the nut end. So you can see my washer starting to bend, which is good. That actually sort of acts like an anti spinner. Okay, that's pretty tight. All right, so that's not going anywhere. Right, so it wiggles around a little bit. Again, it is from that rubber washer on the other side, right? Okay. Now it's time to put on the exhaust. So let's look at this. So here's the little strap, and you can see the shape. Have one side more straight right here, and this side here has basically 2 bends from the middle. So here's the middle bend. It's 1, 2. This side is just straight with 1 bend. So this is going to be the inside. This is going to be the outside. Also, there's going to be another little add-on head. This is I believe a 5 millimeter. Yeah, so that's 5 millimeter. This right here will go into here, right? With the little washer. And you have some more little Allen heads right here. I believe these ones are maybe 3 or 4 millimeters. I don't know. I haven't tried it yet. You have 2 of these, and these goes into the smaller ones with the lock nut on the back side, on this side. Okay. So 2 of those, and I already put my my rubber piece in here. I'm actually thinking of cutting this corner off right here. So when it comes on there, it actually doesn't fit flush because it goes. If you look right here, how it goes past beyond that spot. so it bulges out. So I think I'm gonna cut that. I'm gonna use my little razor and cut those corners off. So one side. Oops, not enough. That was not enough. Let me cut a little bit more. This is a sharp razor, new razor, so it cut really well. You can see the cut right there. See that? So do it all to all sides. That one needs a little bit more. I think just enough so that it doesn't have that bulginess. So now you can see, oops. Now you can see here, there's no bulge. See right there? There's no bulge right here. Whereas if you don't cut it out, you can see how it bulges up. So that's not going to work. That bulging is not going to work, huh? It's going to make the fit kind of bad. So cut those off. Okay, so that's good there. Alright, I think I'm actually going to slip this onto the can. Let's see what we got here. Let's hold this there for now. Here's my can. I'll slip it on somewhere here. I don't know exactly where it is yet. So somewhere on here, right? Alright. Maybe something like that. I'm just gonna leave it at that, I guess. I don't know. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna put on afterwards. Let me just tip this can on. So, if you've seen the other video, you know that I had tightened the header nut up where the header is, the attachment, and when those three tighten individually, they could wiggle it around a little bit, but all three of them collectively, this thing was just, it just didn't move. So actually I had to loosen those nuts up so that way I could kind of move this around to be able to slip the can on. Otherwise the can won't be able to slip on. So okay, let's see, hopefully this works. So I'm just gonna slide this in here. So I try to go all the way in if I can. I think that's all the way in. Bring it up as much as I can here, I guess, and kind of position it somewhere like that. And it seems to stay by itself. Okay, my rubber here is all good. Let's slip this around here. Actually, the hole here looks like the clip on that mounting bracket. I think that clip could actually slide into this, I believe. Let's see if it could or not. Wait, nope. What the heck? Nope, it doesn't slide in. Actually, you know what? I don't think that clip belongs on that bracket. I think that clip might belong on the. I think that clip belongs on the on this band, not the bracket. Let's see. Let me see what this thing says. I'm looking at the pictures, and the resolution is so small that I can't see, can't see what it looks like. On here, blah blah blah. No, that's right. No, that's right. The clip on the bracket So how does this mount on? Is that the big old space? That's kind of goofy. That can't be that big old space. That's not right. Doesn't seem right. Maybe it is. Maybe that's how it's supposed to be. Having a little space between the two. That doesn't seem right though. Seems like it's supposed to slide in there from one side or the other. Maybe it's on the other side, maybe. Nope, it doesn't slide in. That's interesting. Okay. That doesn't make sense. That does not make sense at all. Oh, you know what? I'm a freaking idiot. So that clip doesn't go between here. The clip doesn't go between the mounts. It doesn't go between the mounts here. The clip goes on the back side, so the mount goes from the front side. That's just me being an idiot right there. But that's okay. That's how we learn, right? Okay, let's see. So I just need to position this thing so that I can line it up. It's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to position. Nope. Let me back it out a little bit more. Oh, I got it. I think I'm almost there. Let's see. I think I'm just about there. Maybe move this thing around a little bit more. Oh, this is really difficult to do. Very difficult to do. Definitely not easy. Not easy to line it up. You know what I forgot to do? I forgot to put my spring on first. So slip the can on first, put the spring on first. Then we could align this up. So let's do that first. Whoa. Let's straighten this out as best you can. Ah, Jesus. Oh, god dang it. Put my feet here. Put that up as close as I can. I hope. Okay. Now the spring's on there, so I know it's a little bit tighter up in there, and it actually holds a little better as well. Let me just wiggle this around a little bit just to make sure that it's all the way in there. Maybe I should change my angle. You guys probably can't see nothing from your angle. Let me change the angle to over here. Let's see if you guys can see that bracket. Where's the bracket? The bracket's right here. So you guys can't see it from your angle. Let's maybe lower this down a little bit. Nope, still can't see. Okay, I'm gonna have to change my camera mount real fast. So excuse the shakiness. So here I am using this tripod I have. Let's look at my camera setup. Tripod with this little ready cam. So let me take that off and put on my gimbal. It's a little bit taller, so I could actually mount things on there. So that's my gimbal. Alright, so you see it's a little taller. Let's look at that. Clip it on. This thing not coming together. I guess it's kind of hard to do everything with just one hand holding the camera and the other hand on the tripod. Okay, so what do we have here? Oh, here we go. So gimbal. Okay, I'm in there. Tighten it down. Turn on the gimbal. Oh, there it goes. It's on. There you go. Now everything should be nice and smooth. Hopefully we could see, position this in an angle that we could see. Okay, so it's right there. You can see the mounting bracket there. Okay. Now let's get to work. Okay. So again, slip my bracket on here. So you see how I slide it from the top side, right? From the top side, and this other side, like that. Now it's just a matter of lining up the holes to this hole here. So that's going to be the hardest part, I think. Lining everything up. So I might have to slide this thing up a little bit. I'm going to stick this in here, and I could actually slide it up this way with the bolt in there. Slide up farther up as far as I can. Yep, that's as far as I could go. Alright, so let's hopefully see if this could go in here. So that's there. This is here. Something like that. Whew. See, I'm not a big fan of these band type mounts. I prefer the mounts where they actually welded on or rivet on a mounting bolt, so it's exactly where it's supposed to be. So that way you don't have to be guessing like you do, like what I'm doing here, trying to figure out if this is right or not. If the alignment's just right, it doesn't look like it is. Alignment looks like it's kind of off. So this is difficult. How many minutes passed already? Oh wow, it's only almost 20 minutes of a video and I haven't gotten it in yet. Whew. Okay, let me stop the video here and fidget around with this bracket. I don't want to make this video go any longer than it has to be. Then once I get the bracket right, I'll start another video. Sorry for the length.